Okay, today we're on Rancho Escondido. I believe it's track 42. We'll have to look there in the listing there. Anyway, the property starts right at the top of this road right here. This will be the southwest corner, and then it goes due north. Good long ways down. So we're standing about right here on the road. Here's the southwest corner, and it just goes for a long ways. And there's an old rancho that goes down through this property, down this kind of hilly meadow bottom that's got all kinds of open benches and stuff down in here. And you see how it goes to that far northeast corner where it drops down either in that creek bed where there's water flowing or just barely in there. And it's a real small little creek in San Pablo Canyon here. So you could potentially drive down all the way down there, get onto this road and then go out, but you'd be going across someone else's land down there. But it's good to have two ways in and out. It's nice. So we're going to walk down this. We're going to go through here, this bench area on top where you see these rocks. Got some big boulders and stuff here. And you knock out the trees and stuff and you're going to see the West Spanish Peaks over here. And you've got power and phone along the road. This is year-round access. About 9 miles off of Highway 12. Real good access getting in here, and you're about 3/4 away to the mountains, the national forest, and the lakes that are west of Trinidad, Colorado. So it's only about 15 minutes to the national forest and stuff. But you got a nice bench here where you can just you come right off the road and put an RV site right in here. These neat boulders and things. Okay, we've come right on the other side of those big rocks. Again, the western boundary line that goes due north. This is south where we came from on the road, is about 50-75 feet over that way. So we're going to be walking kind of down at an angle. We're going to walk down at an angle down through the property and go down through here and circle around and come back up the Jeep Trail road right back up here to this point on the main road. But you can see, you can just come right down here. You could bench down and get some privacy right here, and you could do that off of the little road over here. You know, these big rocks, pretty neat things. Climb on and stuff. Bunch more. Again, the road's just right there. This nice area in here. Lots of trees. The West and East Spanish Peak are right through there. I'll find a place over here, another part of the property, to get pictures of them. You just have to thin the trees, and if you're up here higher and you did something, you wouldn't have to thin as many trees to see the views. So you get privacy if you come down off that main road, quite a bit of it, especially if it depends on how far you go down in here. You have to improve this Jeep Trail. It'll be worth it though. You've got vehicle access through most of your land. And it's real easy to get to this bench. It's a nice kind of flat area in here. There's the main ranch road. There's the Jeep Trail starting to go down through the land right there. It goes right down through the valley here. And you see it just keeps on going. We're going to cut across. We're going to cut across to this big patch. We're walking basically kind of northeast. We're walking across. We're going to cross this Jeep Trail road right here and then go out that direction. Okay, we've just walked across. You can just kind of see the road that comes down the valley here. It goes right down through there, and we're staying on this big chunk going out. Oops, going out this direction that way. So we're kind of on a bench here, and you can see that on the topo. You'll see a hard line for this elevation right here, because then you turn around and it's pretty flat up right here. A neat boulder right there. Okay, now you can see the West Spanish Peak, and it's about, this is what you can get from, if you clear out the trees. It's about that big and sitting here when you're looking at it. And you get the very tip tops of the sangres all through here too. Kind of hard to see you get the camera to adjust. So we are, this is the property facing north, and we're about right in here, headed over here to this meadowy kind of area, and then down here in the bottom and back up and around. So we're gonna go down through here. Rock formations and stuff. There's the west. There's the East Spanish Peak. It looks about that big right here. You see Sangre there. Okay, we think we're on the eastern boundary line. I know we're real close to it because there's a little patch of open sky on that eastern aerial. There's a big old bull beating up this sapling. This San Pablo Canyon down here, you can see the grass on the aerial, and there's running water there all the time. It has herds from 50 to 150 elk running in that canyon. And they'll use this property with the road going up it and crossing back and forth and over and stuff. So some interesting rock formations. But before we go, this is what's beating on it. They're laying down right here for it to be in a pile like that. There's a couple of those, and there's that big rub. Okay, we've made it down the bottom portion of the property here. Still kind of hugging that eastern line, going down to the San Pablo Creek bed. That road comes in from over there a good ways, and then works its way down through this kind of rolling, gullied bottomland. Again, you know, you can access that with your vehicle all the way down here. Come down this other side. Where's it at? We're not far enough over yet. That road's gonna come out over there somewhere. So here's the old valley. There's the San Pablo bottom. Got all beat up trees over there. Some more beat up trees here. So we're right down at the northeast corner, which is actually going to be that way quite a ways. Down there by the creek, bottom of the creek, where you can see on that aerial, you see where it comes down. Right there, where that creek bends in. And this will be this fence line's the old San Pablo Canyon Ranch fence line, which is also the northern boundary of this tract, or Rancho Escondido, another ranch that was divided into 35s. San Pablo Canyon was too here. We've come about a quarter way from the valley bottom below on the road. That's where it comes up from. And you got some more rock formations down here. See that West Spanish Peak, pretty neat. You there? We're going back up through here. And about right here is where it takes off and goes up the hill towards the top part of the property. The west line is about 400 feet that direction, 450. We came down from towards the southeastern corner or eastern boundary line and walked along across the property. I'm up there on the ridges up there. It's like another old part of the Jeep Ranch Road that went that way. Okay, we're about halfway up now. This is the worst part of washout right here, because you can easily skirt around and go down in there, and you can drive around in there and cut some trees down to where you can get in there. We're just starting to head up this last part of it, which will take us up to where we began. Okay, we made it to the top, came all the way up the Jeep Road. Again, we took off across that way, across the benches, and then down into the valley below. And then the western boundary line's up there, 500 feet or so up that way. And there's those big rocks we started at when we first started.